Missouri Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ballgame. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Georgia's offense will go to work first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to back it.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Got enough for the first down. Big pickup on the ground, knocked out at the 28-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Moving the pocket, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. There to make the tackle, but their big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give to Frazier. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Missouri Tigers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Ahmad Hardy, if you like running the football, we've got a couple of guys who can flat do it in this one.
And man, oh man, if times change, where you're seeing two senior running backs go at it, right? Like back in the day, oh, you got so many hits, you got so many takes on the body. Well, NIL, these guys are getting paid a little bit better. These two guys, been around the block, Palmer. We know who they are. We know what they are. And I know this means a lot. Who wants to show off the most and say, hey, wait a minute, we starting to run my NFL draft? Remember, I showed this guy up. Like, our team won, I had the better day.
Yeah, and both of these guys are going to get their touches in this game. Make no mistake about it. Both offenses are predicated on the ability to control the line of scrimmage and run the football. And what I like about these two guys, they are home run hitters. Don't blink. It takes one play, and they can go the distance. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Austin Simmons, a play fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Throwing Simmons. This time it's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, and it'll be interesting to see the passing attack for Missouri this year under Eli Drinkwitz. He's done a pretty good job in recent years of going to the portal and finding his guy. Now, obviously, you lose Bo Pribula. He was only in this offense for a year. And, David, they go to Oxford to bring in Austin Simmons. And they've got a quarterback who, like Pribula, can throw it but can run it as well and hurt you with his athleticism.
Well, and so interested to watch Austin Simmons. And sometimes it's just the right fit, the right spot. We've seen some great highs from him. But obviously, Trinidad comes in, takes his job. He's on the bench. He has to find a new location, new life, and a good offense with a good run game. Let's see what Austin Simmons can do.
On first down, it's Hardy again. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He's got 50 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll go with Hardy. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on fourth down does not work. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab, it's Frazier. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch. Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Second down, going to throw it. Throws to the back. Left side is Frazier. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through one quarter of play. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, it's Frazier. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Stockton. On target. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Look out! He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting... He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Throws quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So
makes a grab and room to run. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Right back to Hardy on first down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll move the tight end. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the third down and goal.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on.
Touchdown, Tigers! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Stockton. Got it behind the line, it's Frazier. He's brought down. Backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Finds his target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Frazier. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fresh set of downs going up top. Immediately fires to the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. As every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Dogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's brought down a short return, and the defense comes out on top with the pick. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To throw, it's Stockton. He wants to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the big fella. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Georgia's head coach told me at halftime they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. Right back to Hardy. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Missouri gets to the line quickly. On third down, here's Hardy. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense set for a first down play. Frazier again. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Looking to throw it, Stockton. Release to the back. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Nice move to keep running. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Plows through the defense. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Frazier. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got the quick pass. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw again. They're all over him. On target over the middle. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Here comes the heat. Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And the quarterback was hoping he could get away with that, but the grounding call makes it 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. They're working that left side. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They'll send out the kicker here. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They just quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Here's Hardy to begin the drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. One more time, it's Hardy. Taken down.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 30. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Using his feet. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. He got it, beat down in bounds.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good. With this game in hand, let's take a look at the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country. And at this point in the season, these guys have done exactly what they wanted to do and strengthened their position. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Humphreys. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. To give, running right, it's Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They go right back to Hardy. Enough to move the chains. Oh, my. Circle, Spinderella, put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Simmons fires immediately.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Bring him down. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Right side, it's Hardy. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They go to the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Missouri wants to go fast. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be...
Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Missouri! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He's got it. 2-pointer is good, and now it's a 1-score game here deep in the 4th. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Out wide right, it's Frazier. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple. To work with in this final quarter.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll give to Frazier. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Snap from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Straight ahead, it's Frazier. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Simmons. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Quickly out to the tight end.
This is an offense that obviously practices 2-minute situations, but they're not executing it right now, and I don't like the play call. You got to be throwing to the sticks, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it way down the field. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Yeah, and that's really, really good coverage. Defense had him blanketed, but this is a time in the game, Jesse, you're down. Offense, you got to make some plays. You probably got to start trusting some guys.
Yeah, because you know the coverage is going to be really, really tight. So nice job there by the target with strong hands through the catch, making a play for his QB.
Missouri gets to the line quickly. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Simmons to the air again. Under pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Long way to go on second down. Simmons finds his man in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. The throw, firing to the right, complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Sets his feet, it's Simmons. Fires to the end zone, and he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The snap sets up the throw. That one just came off his hand badly.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys.